It is Pauly D and Mike's B-Day. Does Angelina want to bang Vinny? And Hurricane Jen is on her way to Atlantic City, Jersey Shore. Stay tuned.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
I just want to be in that club right now, drinking it up on the stage.
Hey, guys, I've missed you guys so much. Welcome back to Jersey Shore After Show.
She's back.
I miss my panel. Miss my panel.
You.
Miss the fans. A lot has happened, as you guys know.
Oh, yeah.
We have a lot. We have news and gossip. But if you guys have been paying attention on social media, it's kind of spicy, and Stacey's going to bring it a little later.
The meatball?
We do have our little baby meatball segment coming up. But before we get into the whole craziness, hi, guys.
You're back.
Hey,
We're so
excited to be back. Ladies, won't you introduce yourselves?
Hey guys, I'm Stacey Olivas. So excited to be back. Oh, so much drama.
Oh my
Crazy.
gosh, the music is still playing in my ears, but I'm so excited to be back, guys. What's up? I'm Jwoww, aka Big Mama DJ.
Yes, and our girl Justine's not here. We'll be holding it down for her. She'll be back next week. What's up, guys? What are your overall thoughts on this crazy show? Well, this episode that we just seen. The show's overall crazy.
It was a movie tonight because there was so much going on, but I really loved that Angelina is part of the gang now.
I do.
They're really like including her. She's living her best life right now, and I like that she made a comeback because I would have had that regret for the rest of my life.
What about you,
Oh my
DJ?
gosh, this episode was just insane. I mean, so much was going on, and I'm glad Angelina's back too. She's crazy though, but I mean, obviously her man doesn't mind, so it's like, okay, that's cool. But it was an interesting episode. A lot was going on.
Very
Very
interesting episode. And I mentioned earlier for news and gossip that we have coming up, it's like this episode goes right into the news and gossip. And it's so crazy because it's like, even when we did season 1 of this show, Stacey and I, it's like things just kept happening, and it's happening in real time, though they filmed the show months ago.
Yeah.
So it's crazy. Let's get into it. The gang is in Atlantic City, and for those who know Atlantic City, I'm from the East Coast, grew up in New York. Atlantic City's in Jersey.
Yeah.
Shout out to
Cool,
Justine. It is our little version of Vegas. The crew is there to celebrate Pauly D and Mike's birthday and to watch Pauly D DJ. And not only are they there, their significant others are there. So Angelina's man, Chris, is there. Dina's man, I think his name is Chris as well,
Yeah,
is
Chris.
there. Lauren's is there to support our guy Mike. And Jen will be coming, but she's not there yet. But how did you guys feel about the whole gang being there with their booze and then getting to know their significant others?
So I was really hesitant about their significant others and families being a part of the show because I was like, oh, this is going to get lame. It's going to get boring. But I liked it. Like, they fit in. Like, they just mesh.
It was really
Do you know what I mean? Like,
cute.
it's not too much attention being paid to them. So it's kind of like,
I like
they're
that.
not trying to be stars of the show or anything
Right.
like that. You know, take the place of our main people. But yeah.
I like, I think it meshes so well because I think they already know their significant others because they've been close for a really long time.
Yeah.
And people like Lauren and Dina's Chris have been on the show before.
Yeah.
Angelina's Chris is her third engagement. I love Angelina though, and that's not even shade.
No.
I really love Angelina.
Real life.
I mean, she's
yeah.
amazing. So he's new, but I think they mesh well. Like Chris is funny. Angelina's Chris, he can take a joke. Everyone's meshing. It's like everyone gets along with everyone's boo except for Hurricane Jen. They're
She
a little
doesn't fit
scared
in.
of her.
She does not fit in. Maybe because she's not from the East
She
Coast
brings
or what?
the whole
Is it like
energy.
a West Coast vibe?
She brings the whole energy down. Like, I swear, everybody's afraid of her. It's that one person. Like, everybody's afraid of her.
I think, straight up, I think she's on the come up. Like, she is using Ron. I feel like she's not really in love with him, where the other ones, I feel like they have history.
Yeah.
They've been together for a while. Like, they really are in love
I
with their
don't think
significant.
she's on the come up. Like, I don't think she's using Ron. I really
think she
that
is.
they're a couple. They met each other and they actually really liked each other. Fortunately, I don't want to say unfortunately because a baby came out of this, but it was so quick that she got pregnant. I think what happens is when you meet someone, you actually don't get to know them. He didn't really get the chance to get to know her, but he's actually attracted to Crazy. So I don't think it would have mattered if he got to know her in 5 years. I just think, unfortunately, he allows her to do these things. She's a very dominant woman, which I do like that about her.
Yeah.
But we also know that he's
She's
also
abusive.
she's physically abusive, but Ronnie can be mentally and emotionally abusive, and they're both two abusive.
Maybe they
people.
just both beat each other.
I believe they do. I don't think she's using him at all. Like, I think she was living her best life before this guy came into her life. And I mean, Jenny made a really good point. She said Ron's never going to leave her. Sammy had to leave him, and she's going to be the one to leave him. And I do see her leaving him.
It's like the codependency and the addiction. Like, he has that addictive personality and addictions, I feel like. So it's like he won't leave her. She's going to have to, like, totally find herself a new man, and she's not going to do that.
Why not? I mean,
Jen
is popping.
She's loving, like, controlling Ron. I mean, I
think
swear.
she likes it.
She is like...
She likes the attention.
Yeah, she does.
She does, but
likes the
sometimes
fame.
you get tired of that. I do think she has Ron in the palm of her hand, but she's also popping. Like, I feel like if you look at her, she's an attractive girl. She was doing her thing in Vegas. Why wouldn't MTV go to her and be like, we would love for you to do your own thing? I guarantee you, if MTV or VH1 or BT, whoever came to that girl and was like, we want to give you your show, she is dropping Ron. Like, I think sometimes, though she's cheating off of it, I think sometimes you get tired of that. And as a mother of two, I think she's going to get tired of the abusive relationship. But that's just me. I don't know.
I don't know.
For you guys listening, let us know how you feel.
I think she likes the fame.
You think she does?
Yeah, she's all over Instagram
All right.
posting about it, living it. Like, she likes it. She wants
All right,
the fame.
so to the fans
she
that
might
are
get the
listening-
money from other dudes, like as much money or whatever he has, but she likes the attention that she's getting from this show.
Okay, so for the
Don't
fans...
come after me, but I just think that's true.
For the fans that's listening, let us know how you guys feel. Do you guys think Jen absolutely, genuinely likes Ron? They're just in an abusive relationship, or do you think she's using him for the fame? Let us know in the comments, and while you guys are in there, make sure you guys give us a thumbs up. If you guys are listening to us yell at you guys all the time and partying on iTunes, and now we're on Spotify, make sure you guys give us 5 stars and leave us comments. Let us know how you feel about Jen. Also, our girl Angelina, we love that Angelina's there. She's living her best life, but Jen is asking her, Jwoww is asking her questions, and she kind of opens up about her dad and her past and her bad relationships. What do you guys think about that?
Yeah, it was interesting to hear that side from her. Like, we've never really seen her in that, like, you know, emotional, you know, conversation where she got deep about her past. We never really knew about her past. All we knew was that she was from Staten Island, and apparently she was neighbors with Vinny. But when she opened up about her dad, I mean, I don't know, in the beginning, I was just like, oh my gosh, because, you know, Jwoww, she wastes no time. She, like, goes right in, and that's what I love about her, because, like, she just brings it out of them. But it was interesting to hear, I mean, because it was, like, 3 engagements in such a short amount of time. It was like, really? And then Jen brought up the point, like, oh, are you codependent? Do you, like, need a man in your life, like, immediately? Like, why is that? And it was really interesting to hear. And then, she opened up about her dad. I didn't know her dad was in and out of jail. And the fact that, like, we learned, like, her fiance never even met her dad, which is crazy.
I like Angelina. I like that she was able to open up. I like Angelina part 2 because, you know, they were really young, and I think she got the time to go home and examine herself, and now she's like, you know what? But she's actually really fun. And I actually like Chris because I know a lot of people are like, this is weird, this is crazy, but maybe they're just that fun couple where he knows when they go home, this is not serious. Yeah. Maybe him and her are so playful, and I actually like that. I was like, you know what?
I don't think he's insecure.
No,
you know, like a lot of guys would come on and be insecure, like, why are you talking to all these dudes? But he's like,
I don't care.
She found her match.
He's very, and I think they're perfect for each other. Oh my goodness. Well, speaking about finding your match, guys, do you know what's not smart?
What?
Letting your friends pick your karaoke song. I hate that.
I hate that
crazy.
so much.
But you know what is smart? Going to ZipRecruiter.com/buzz to hire the right person. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you, it finds them for you. It's a powerful matching technology, scans thousands of resumes, identifies people with the right skills, education, and experience for your job, and actively invites them to apply, so you get qualified candidates fast. That's why ZipRecruiter is rated #1 by employees in the U.S. This rating comes from the hiring sites on Trustpilot with over 1,000 reviews. And right now, my listeners, you guys, because I love you guys, can try ZipRecruiter for free at this exclusive web address, ZipRecruiter.com/buzz, because you guys know we are AfterBuzz. That is ZipRecruiter.com/buzz, ZipRecruiter.com/buzz. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And I need a job, guys.
I need to go after I get home tonight.
Honestly, it sounds really amazing, and especially for those who are looking for work, actively working, freelancers and all that. I'm definitely going to try ZipRecruiter.com/buzz. Don't forget the buzz, y'all.
Oh, yeah.
So, you know, Jen did point out that Ronnie never leaves these girls, but the crew's just trying to figure it out because Hurricane Jen is on her way, and the crew just does not know what to do. They're like, wait, how do we react? Because remember, Jen and Ron just got in this big fight / car dragged in Vegas. So the gang is like, maybe we need to like get it together before she comes. There is a dinner for Pauly and Mike, and everyone's getting together. And we do see that Jen and baby Ariana have arrived. What were you guys feeling? Were you guys nervous? And then Ron's mom was there as well.
Yeah, that was kind of interesting. Like I was saying to you outside, I was like, oh, that's very interesting. That just happened, that whole ordeal. That was all over TMZ, her dragging him with the car, but the mom's like,
Well,
I mean, that is her grandchild, but...
Yeah, I was going to say, I think the mom is just really trying to look out for the grandchild at the end of the day. I mean, they're probably, like, she probably doesn't have a good relationship with Jen for obvious reasons, but at the end of the day, it's all about baby Ariana.
Yeah, and he's a grown man, and mom is just probably like, I'm here for you. I don't agree with it. And I'm happy that the mom was like, I have her while you guys, because even, and we'll talk about this later when they were partying, I'm like, wow, if they both get plastered,
exactly.
who was watching that damn baby? So I'm happy that the mom was there. So Jen and Ron finally come downstairs to dinner, and it's a little awkward, and our girl Jwoww just breaks the ice because everyone was super nervous, and she's like, Jen, your mugshot was hot. How were you guys nervous that like Jen was gonna like jump on the other Jen, Jwoww? Were you guys nervous?
I don't think she's gonna go at her because they were kind of friends before, right? Yeah. So she kind of like came at her in like a way that she probably took it as a compliment.
First of all, that mugshot was not hot. I'm sorry, Jen. It's scary as hell. Okay.
She got those eyebrows. She's looking at you like, I'm gonna kill you.
Exactly. Oh my gosh. Every time I look at it, I'm just like, oh, don't hurt me.
But I will say, one thing I like about this crew and their significant others, they all kind of have like a sense of humor, I guess you can say.
Yeah.
So I do like that Jen did come in and was like, guys, I'm apologizing, my bad. She even apologizes for Mike. She's like, now I'm the one, what's the word that she called herself?
Now I'm the incarceration.
I'm the incarceration, but I do apologize. And she mentions that her and Ron are now seeking anger management.
Oh my gosh.
I still don't like her. I'm sorry. I still don't like her.
Obviously, I didn't help. Come on.
I think ultimately they just want Ron to be there. Yeah. And they feel like he's going to leave if she leaves. You know what I mean? Like he's so addicted to her. Yeah. So I feel like they're just like, okay, well, we'll just accept her. Whatever. We're not going to actually accept her. She's not part of the family, but we'll just sit here.
It's exactly like they said. They were just like, oh, we'll forgive, but we'll never forget. We're forgiving because Ronnie is so invested into her for whatever reason, but we're not going to forget what happened because at the end of the day, they're looking out for Ron.
And the baby. They're probably scared too for the baby.
That baby. But I like that Mike, stepped up to the plate and was like, look, it's okay, Jen. Like, I was going through probation, but now you're on probation with us. This is our brother, and we're going to always have his back. Pretty much we'll be watching you. And I like that she was like, you know what, you guys are right. My bad. This is sober Jen, because we obviously see there's a difference between drunk and angry Jen and sober and nice Jen. So, we think everything is peachy cream. Everyone's going upstairs getting ready for Pauly D's party, and there is a knock at the door. And it seems to be the head of Caesars in Atlantic City. In Vegas, they both own Harrah's and Planet Hollywood. And the guy pulls Jen and Ronnie outside, so the crew's super nervous, but all he lets them know is, look, we're connected to Planet Hollywood in Vegas. You guys, Jen was banned because she was fighting at Planet Hollywood. And he pretty much gives them a warning, like, we do not want the same thing. And I was telling you guys, Atlantic City does not play. The way Vegas lets people get away with things.
Gets away with everything.
Jersey is completely different. I remember when we went to Atlantic City, my license was expired, but my birthday was like the day after. So I'm like, oh no, it's totally fine. And they tried to kick me out of the casino/party because my license was expired.
Oh my gosh.
I'm like, how rude.
Yeah.
So for the Caesars guy to come down and be like, look, I don't want the same nonsense like the last time while you guys are getting kicked out. What did you guys think about that?
I think that was planned by the production a little bit.
Really?
Yeah. Come on. The timing. She comes into town. Maybe it wasn't planned by production, but it had to do something with them filming there too.
I was gonna say, I don't think it was planned. I think it's because they were filming, and I think when you have a film crew, I think Vegas was just calling them to be like, just to give you a heads up, MTV in Jersey Shore was in our hotel, and there's a girl that's banned. Here's her name. And I think when they seen the camera crews, I think they were just alerted, like, she's here, and they knew which room she was in and which room to go get her. But were you guys nervous? Did you guys think they were going to get kicked out?
Yeah, I thought they were going to get like arrested or something for something else. Something that went down.
Because like I thought she had like an active warrant or something like that. So I thought he was just going to come in and be like, you have an active warrant, so you need to get the hell out.
Oh my God, this girl.
It was scary. You see?
So everything is peachy cream. It's all good. He's just letting them off with a warning. They go to pool after dark, which is pretty awesome. If you guys have never been to Atlantic City, Harrah's, one of my favorite hotels. The pool after dark is there, and I think it goes into the fall because it's inside of this huge
That's
dome.
so cool.
Amazing.
Looks like a party.
We should go find where Pauly's DJing.
So down for that.
Hey. So Pauly's DJing. Everyone's there. His biggest supporter is there. What's her name? Vanessa.
Vanessa's in
the
supporter.
building. The whole
We
crew
love her.
is there. Everyone's having a really good time. Angelina is having the time of her life because Angelina and Chris are having a little bit too much fun with Vinny.
Hands on Angelina.
Angelina starts to kiss and touch Vinny's privates. How are you guys feeling about all this?
Staten Island Sandwich? Like, what? Yo, Angelina's out of control. Like, I mean, we love it, of course, but it's just like, you know, if it was any other guy, and that just goes to show that, you know what, maybe Angelina and her new man, Chris, are a perfect match. Because if it was any other guy, that would not happen, all right? That would be the end of another engagement.
Yeah, I was like, wow. But you know, even Chris brought up the joke about the whole Angelina sleeping with Vinny, so you can tell they talk about these things. Because he's like, you know, she's really nice, she loves you guys, except for Vinny. I will say Chris is very secure in his relationship.
Yeah, and I
Very
think
secure.
she's playing it up for the show. This is keeping her also kind of on the show.
Right.
So I think she's playing it for the show. I mean, other things too. She's cool, but this is adding to her drama.
could
So
be.
maybe they have a deal with each other. Like, hey, I got to stay on. I got to make that money. So
I think they just low-key both crazy, and I love it. I really do. Like, I think they're wild, and I think they're the couple who likes to have a good time, and I think her man is secure, and she's secure, and I think, the cameras played into a little bit, but I think they just into stuff like that.
you think they're into that? I mean, Vinny was like, I'm not down. And then he kind of did hesitate a little
I
bit,
think
right?
if Chris wasn't there, Vinny would totally smash Angelina. And I think Angelina would totally have sex with Vinny if Chris was not there.
Oh, yeah, of course. Definitely.
I'm just saying. So while these three are having their own Staten Island threesome, guys, which I was here for it. I was like, wow, this is amazing. Maybe I'm as crazy. I could be. I am from the East Coast. Everything was not going so good on the other side. So Ron and Jen got this warning. So sober Jen, we love her. And Jen starts to drink a little too much. And Ron explains, you know, Jen doesn't know her limit. She does not know when to stop. So Ron, very bold, very brave. I give it to you, Ron. Ron knows his battles, and he knows. I feel like sometimes Jen's going to just punch him in the face.
But who would have thought Ron was the one telling a significant other, you need to limit yourself. You're starting to get crazy.
I think he was embarrassed because his people were there. I remember he had to explain to them, like, my bad, she's here. So I think he wanted to be on his best behavior and be like,
just Ronnie, what?
And on top of that, he's probably
on?
practicing his guardian skills, you know, because he's a new dad and all that. So trying to look out for him.
Shoot.
But that's crazy, though.
That's insane. So
really insane.
Ronnie just tells this girl, like, you need to chill out. And she's a little drunk, and she's like, I love what she says. She's like, you're on your own, bitch.
Right? Drop my
Literally said it. And this is how I know she talks to him like this every day. You're on your own, bitch. I was like, wow, I felt that in my heart. And all he was just saying was, boo, put the drink down. And she got really upset.
He met his match because Sammy wasn't that like hardcore as Jen was, where now he's like at someone at his level, like kind of like cussing her out, or you know, they're cussing each other out, where Sammy's just like, dude, you're making me a bad person. But now he's with Jen and it's like, oh, we're both kind of the same.
We're both cuckoo. I think Jen wears the pants in that relationship. And because the way she was talking to him, and she's like, leave me alone. Stop trying to be the victim. You're annoying. And I'm like, did I miss something? And she was verbally abusing him, and you can tell he was getting sadder and sadder and sadder. But of course, Pauly D makes everything better, and he's giving everyone a shout out, and he's calling out single Ronnie. That was crazy. Let me ask you guys a question. Do you guys think Ronnie is the victim in all of this? All that we know about him and Jen, how do you guys feel about their relationship?
Oh my gosh. Well, obviously, Jen has him wrapped around her finger. Like, that's for sure. He is definitely within that relationship. Yeah, he is the victim, but like, he also is responsible too, because he's making himself seem like the victim as well, because he's putting up with this and like literally letting her have all this control, you know, running him over with her car, you know, all that stuff. Like, it's crazy. And it's so abusive to the point where it's just like, you know, obviously the roommates have had it. Vinny's trying to talk him out of it. They've been trying to talk him out of it like multiple times, but you know, he won't listen because he's so like, I don't know what it is, but he just doesn't want to let her go. And it's like we said in the beginning, the only way for this relationship to end is probably if Jen leaves, because Ronnie won't leave.
I
Ronnie
think he's totally codependent, and I think she's crazy. Like, I think she's the more abusive one, and I mean, he loves this though. I think he's like the right. I don't think he loves it. I think he's stuck in it. Like, I think it's running through his head all day, probably all the time.
I don't think he's stuck.
You don't think he's stuck?
No,
not stuck. He's not. He's choosing to be in this, but I feel like it's just crazy. And he's and even when she went into the room. Remember when she was talking to Situation and she was like, oh, this room is lit. Did you guys have a party without me? Like, she was already going to start getting crazy about girls, probably. I don't think she trusts him
Before
either.
I give my thing, do you guys feel bad for Ronnie?
No.
Stacey?
I don't.
I don't know what to feel for him.
For the fans that are listening to us, tell us how you guys feel. Do you guys feel bad for Ronnie? Do you think that he is a victim? This is what I think. It is very sad. I think they're both abusive to each other, but I do believe people only do to you what you allow. And it has been this ongoing cycle where you are in this abusive relationship and you two are also abusive. You can leave. What Ronnie reminds me of is a lot of guys that I know when they have kids with a woman, instead of them doing the right thing and actually going to court, like the sensible thing, they're like, oh, I don't want my baby mama to give me trouble. Take her ass to court so legally you can do this thing. And I think he really does love her, and I think she loves him too. I just think that they thrive off of this. Like, I think whatever issues he's been dealing with, I think he thrives off of it. I think he loves it, but I think they're both abusive to each other. Sometimes I feel bad for him because it's like he's like a little lost puppy dog.
I feel bad. He's been dragged by a car too. I think it's just like that's an extreme.
He has, but before he got dragged by the car, he got beat up, and before he got beat up, they both were abusive.
But this only escalates. Like, this is only going to get worse. But if they stay together.
They were in Miami. They were fighting. This is my thing. It's like, yeah, you got dragged by the car, but before then, she punched you in your face.
I know, but I'm saying, like, he got dragged by a car, and what's next? Do you know what I mean?
He should have left.
It's going to get worse.
He should have left when she punched him in the face.
It's going to get worse.
Because then after that, he got dragged in the car, and then he still stayed.
I just hope there's no weapons in their house or anything. Because
if he gets attacked by a weapon, that's going to be his fault because he stayed.
Listen, let's just remind the fans, for those who forget, you know, there was a time when Ronnie was sending her naked pictures to her 10-year-old son. So that's why I'm like, Ronnie is mentally and emotionally abusive, but I think he met his match. And I think, you know, we you know what?
I don't know. I don't see everything, so I can't even make a judgment on it.
This is too much. Again, for those who are listeners, please let us know because it's tough.
It is.
Because it's also like what I'd be saying is that this was a woman, because I know when it comes to domestic abuse, it's very hard to get out of a relationship. But I do also believe when you get to a certain, especially when now kids are involved, you should want to do better for your kids.
Exactly.
It's so different, and I don't want to speak on domestic abuse because it's a lot.
That's why we don't know what's going on. Like, everything.
I just think they're both very abusive to each other, but for the sake of their two kids, they need to leave each other alone. That's just what I'll say. That was insane.
Girl.
They were lit. Our girl Snooki was not there. But that was a pretty good episode, right?
That was a good episode. I miss Snooki, though.
I do, too.
I wonder what she would have been doing in the mix.
I know. But we get to see her next week. But let's get off all this drama because it's, like, stressing me out, and I wish the best. Let's get into something more cuter and brighter. Let's get into our segment, Little Meatball.
Oh, yes.
Little Meatball. That was
my God.
awesome.
I love that. That's a first right there. Oh, thank goodness. This is my favorite segment because honestly, this was just getting too emotional for me. All right, so Snooki posted this adorable picture on Instagram of her two kids. You can see Lorenzo right there and Sissy on the right side. They're doing their homework like the good little students they are. Trying to get straight A's. Aw.
That's adorable. I love the Little Meatball section because we talk about such a crazy show and they're all nuts on the show. And then they get to this and you're like, look at these beautiful kids. And including Ronnie's baby, she's beautiful. And you just want the best for all these kids. You know what I'm saying? And you just want everyone to do what they got to do. But
there's such a breath of fresh air, like especially with the whole Ronnie and Jen situation. But when you see that baby, Ariana, it's like you just forget all the BS. And it's just like,
just want to bite her little cheeks. So cute. All right, well, let's get back into the BS. Something cute to Stacey.
I'm sorry, guys. I have to be the Debbie Downer. But Ronnie, you know, he went to his Insta stories. He's back on Instagram posting his stuff. Recently, he posted to Instagram this past week a new shiner he has on his eye.
A shiner?
And he's been hit.
Wait, I'm sorry. He's been what?
He's been hit. And he's claiming that it was, I mean, I don't know. He's claiming that it was Jen. And he posted a picture. If you go to the next picture. Look at that. And he put, sorry for lying to my friends and family. Sometimes you love people so much you're willing to lie and hurt the people that love you the most to protect. And Jen at Gen X kid.
Wow.
What?
Okay,
Yes, and
first
this
of
was
all-
like posted in the middle of the night. He took it
Yep.
down. We found it. We
Yeah,
searched
shout out.
the web.
Listen, first of all, shout out to Jersey Shore MTV News or Jersey
yes.
Shore News. You guys are amazing. I remember when I first seen this picture, I like tried to get. I was like, guys, look at
Yes,
this crazy
you were
picture.
tagging it, yeah.
Again, this is something that we haven't seen in a while because Ronnie and Jen have kind of been low key and kind of lovey dovey. But the fact that he's posting that she hit him in the face, but it's one of those things where. What she says kind of does ring true when she's like, you always play the victim. And not to say anyone ever deserves what they do. I just know that some fight probably started. They both probably got into this fight and she hit him. And then what I hate is that you're going to social media to post it where next week you guys are going to be back together. That's what I hate about this whole relationship. I feel like if you want the abuse and you love it, cool, great. Don't show us that you got a black eye.
Exactly.
Live your best
Seriously.
abusive life with your abusive girlfriend
Oh my
and
God.
have fun. But stop posting it on social media because it's like you want to be the victim and you want people to reach out, but then you guys are
You don't
both
think he's
beating each
calling
other
out
up.
for help?
No.
He wants the attention. That's really it. He thrives off of the attention.
And it sucks because the Jersey Shore Part 1, when he was abusing Sam, it's one of those things where it's like, I
Yeah.
don't know, guy.
Yeah.
You're not the cleanest guy, but I do feel bad because abuse is never okay. And I just want him to find a way to get it together for his daughter.
Yeah.
So,
And she's seeing all of this.
oh, Jen, girl.
Oh, so we don't know. I mean, I'm sure he's referring to Jen. He
I'm
didn't
sure he
tag
is.
her in this, but he is. But that thing's down now, so
Wowzers. That's crazy.
we're just waiting to what we're going to see next. And then he went and posted this. It's a baby pic, and he put the only thing that makes sense in my life, Ariana Sky Magro.
Oh, God.
Like,
Ronnie.
I just, that child, like, it makes me so sad. Can I, like, adopt her, please?
I'm so stressed out by this guy.
seriously, it's
I
not
just
fair.
scared that it's just going to keep getting even worse, though.
Yeah.
You know, and one day we're going to hear a crazy story that's bad.
It just sucks because as she's gonna get older, she's gonna start to see these things, and like now she's a little baby, so she doesn't know what's happening. But I just don't want. And then she has a 10-year-old son, Jen. You know what I'm saying? This little kid has to be around that. So
like mentally, it's going to affect them if they
Yeah.
keep this up. If they stay together, like for
already
years and
affecting
years,
her.
when they get older, like it's really going to mess them up, and they're gonna watch this and they're gonna be like, oh wow, this is the relationship that I should be in the near future, or whatever. It's like
Yeah.
it's going to be like a whole like crazy thing. It's
horrible.
insane.
Oh.
Any more news and gossip?
Okay, yeah. I'm sorry. This is just making me
I know,
sad.
I know.
She's like on
This is
a
depressing.
upper. I mean, so Mike is going to be still all over the streets of Jersey because he's not going to be incarcerated very soon. He actually, it was postponed to January 15th.
Oh,
so he is going to be able to be at his wedding November 1st, I believe, that they're going to have it. So, yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. I mean, he is going to jail, so that part's not awesome, but he doesn't go into January, so he gets to spend the New Year's and the
Yeah.
holidays with Lawrence.
Lawrence and family. And I hope,
family.
yeah. So
And
I'm
when
just
he
really
gets out,
excited.
they get to go to Italy and live their best
Exactly,
life.
yeah.
And shout out to Mike in person because it's so good to see his turnaround and his 360. So I'm hoping that Ron is looking at this and say, you know what, I want to do better. I kind of want to be like Mike.
And they need to put his face on a box of funfetti cake when he gets
I
out.
love him.
Oh, yeah.
He's everything.
Okay, and then moving forward, Jwoww. So I'm kind of wondering, is she still with her man, Roger? Is she not? She was in Spain recently because she's promoting her new beauty product line that she's
Wow.
created and launched. It's called Naturally Wow. And
That's
she was in
cute.
Spain with her daughter. And then Roger, I went on his Instagram, and he actually posted a picture of Milani, her daughter, swimming in a pool from Spain. So he's like, oh, my wife sent this to me. So
Beautiful.
I'm guessing they're still working it out, not working it out.
On
We don't
Roger's
know.
social media, he does say that they just celebrated their wedding anniversary, and he's like, you know,
exactly.
we are still working through things. So I think they are together. I think they're just working through everything. So.
And they're not putting it like on social media, the negative stuff.
Exactly. He's like, look, this is my wife. I'm gonna get her back, and
These these Jersey Shore cats, they need to stop putting this negative stuff on social media because it's messing with my heart and brain.
I'm curious, why don't we really hear anything about Snooki and her man? I mean, I know he's really private.
Because they're adults and they don't put their business on social media.
They're smart. Thank you.
Listen, no relationship is perfect. Not at all.
Exactly.
But it's what you want the public to see. And when you do that, now the public has, especially when you are a TV star, the public now feels like they have the right to comment on your relationship. So unfortunately now Ron and Jen, the public's all in their business. Someone like Snooki ain't putting her business out there. And this is the first, and Jen and Roger did something really mature where they said, this is what's happening, but we're working through it. You don't see any of this negative stuff with any of the castmates.
Yeah.
And I know all of them fight with their significant others. It's crazy, guys. What a good episode, though.
Oh, such a good episode.
I love this episode.
Insane. But I do want to say for those who are listening, since we've been talking about abuse, emotional, domestic, physical, mental abuse, like, it's never okay. And if you guys ever feel like you need help, please reach out for help. Please let the person know, your friends and family know the situation you're in. I know it's easier said than done. Any type of abuse is not okay. Man, woman, man, mental, emotional, physical. And my prayers are just with anyone who's going through anything like this. Sorry to be the Debbie Downer.
Yeah, we have to. No
Let's take
victim
some
blame.
shots. All right. Take some shots. Before we get out of here, let everyone know where they can find you guys out on social media.
Hey guys, I'm Stacey Olivas. You can find me all over Instagram at Stacey_Olivas.
Yeah, I'm Janan. Thank you guys so much. You can find me on Instagram at Djenane Beaulieu.
And I am Nakia Monet. Justine's not here, but she'll be back. You can find me on all social media at Kiki Boom Boom. And make sure you follow AfterBuzz TV on all the social medias platform, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. And guys, now we're on Spotify. So we'll talk to you guys next week.
Yeah.
Our founder, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.